Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video here to give you another TV show thoughts. I haven't really thought about watching a TV show in quite a while actually, and today, on a whim, I decided to finally watch Invincible Season 1, 2021. I started and watched the entire first season, which is the only season so far, in one go. Alright, I watched the whole season, start to finish, and, what did I think? I absolutely loved it. Okay, Invincible Season 1 was fantastic. Of course, I was excited to watch it because it's a superhero show based off of comics that's not Marvel or DC. I forgot which comic book company does Invincible, but when I heard about this show, I was like, oh man, I want to watch this. And I heard about how insanely violent the show is too. And there was one scene from this show, this one extremely violent scene from the end of the first episode that I already watched like long before I actually watched the show today. And so I already knew about that scene. I wish I didn't, honestly, but seeing that one scene made me want to watch it, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, because it was so crazy violent, like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I'm shocked that they were allowed to make a show this violent. Invincible. There's a lot of things I love about this show, and there's a lot of things that I'm surprised that I ended up loving in this show too. Like, characters I liked a lot more than I ever thought I would. And even the one character I was so excited for honestly surpassed my expectations. That character being Omni-Man, played by the great J.K. Simmons. I loved his character so much. Okay. But before I get into his character, what I want to say is I just love that the main character of the show is named Mark. Okay, because my name is Mark. It's the same name. Okay, it's spelled with the K, the character's name, even though my name is spelled with a C. It's the same freaking name. All right. So for me, the whole time I just loved imagining myself as Mark Grayson slash Invincible. Yes, that's actually the name of the superhero that he came up with, Invincible. And Omni-Man, aside from the shady stuff he does in the show, which I probably will eventually spoil because I probably won't be able to control myself at that point in this recording, Omni-Man, he reminded me so much of John Cena, especially in episode 1. He was so inspiring, heroic, even though this is the furthest thing from a kid's thing. I felt like a little kid in the first episode, like, whenever Omni-Man came on screen. I loved Omni-Man so much, and honestly, I thought every single episode got better. Yeah, I honestly think maybe every single episode of the show was better than the last one. There wasn't ever a time when I was like, you know what, I think I like that last episode a bit more, or maybe I like the last episode more than this one. I'd never felt that. So honestly, yeah, I thought every single episode was better than the last. And another thing that surprised me was every episode. There were 8 episodes, by the way. Every episode was an hour long, and that is so rare to see a cartoon series, even if it's an adult one, be an hour long. That surprised me. And I loved Omni-Man so much. By far my favorite character. The last 2 episodes were so intense and emotional, and I'm so glad. I can't wait for season 2 and 3. I'm ecstatic that both those seasons are already confirmed. And I just love this show. J.K. Simmons as Omni-Man being the main reason, but also, like I said, there's characters I loved a lot more than I thought I would. Like the freaking clones. I love those characters. Those characters were awesome. I love the clones. They were crack up. They were entertaining. And there's this character that everyone hates named Amber. I wouldn't say I hate her. I would say she definitely annoys me a bit. I wouldn't say I hate her though, but I understand like everyone hating that character a lot. I totally understand it. And like I said, Omni-Man reminded me, besides the horrible stuff that the horrible stuff that he does in the show, I was reminded so much of John Cena, and that might have been like a personal reason I loved this so much. And like I said, I loved imagining myself as the main character in the show because the main character's name is Mark, like mine, and I loved like watching the show, imagining that I was Mark Grayson and Omni-Man was John Cena. Okay, I loved that. Like John Cena was my dad. I won't lie. This TV show thoughts isn't going as good as I imagined, honestly. But it also isn't going as bad as I thought it could be, thankfully. But yeah, like I said, I loved a lot of characters, and everything like had a purpose. It was crazy violent. Like I said, I'm shocked that they were allowed to make a show this violent, man. It's crazy violent, but like a lot of characters have a purpose. I love that. Like every character pretty much had a purpose. Like a lot of details had a purpose, and it's just a great show. I just thought it was fantastic. Okay, not perfect. I wouldn't say it was perfect, but like I said, my favorite parts of the show, the thing that made me love the show was Omni-Man, of course. He was kind of like Thanos, actually. Like a combination of Superman and Thanos. And, I really hate that I'm struggling right now, because I was really excited about doing this TV show thoughts. I hope everything I want to say is coming out all good to y'all. Like I said, I love Omni-Man, even like, I'm gonna say spoilers, okay? So be warned. Like, Omni-Man, like he kills the Guardians at the start of at the end, of the first episode. That was insanely gruesome. Like, holy crap. The subway scene in the final episode, and like, even though like he got worse and more violent in each episode, I just loved him even more. As weird as that might sound, even though the reason I loved him was because he was such a goody two-shoes that reminded me of John Cena, and somehow I loved him even more. Like, man, like, yeah, I loved Debbie too, the mother played by Sandra Oh. She was fantastic. She was really good, actually. I loved the costume maker guy. He was awesome. I love Monster Girl. I love I love so many of the characters, man. And like, I don't know what to say, man. I don't think this is going. I don't think I'm expressing myself as well as I want to, because I love this show, man. Like, when I started like the first couple episodes, I was thinking, I think maybe at the end of this I'll give this like a 7, but I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a solid 9. Like I said, I don't think it's perfect. I could see myself rewatching this in the future and be like, actually, you know what? I think that's a 10 out of 10. Like, I could see myself going like that, possibly, but not right now. I'm very excited for season 2. And, the end of the finale, well, the finale had, Omni-Man leaving Earth, with tears in his eyes, and I have a feeling that the end of episode 1 of season 2 will be the return of Omni-Man. And I think it could be like the end of Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest, when Barbossa returned at the end of that film. Like, I haven't seen that movie in forever, by the way, but like, I remember it was like, holy crap, it's Barbossa, you know. And I reckon like I reckon we could see an ending like that with the Omni-Man like returning. I'm very excited to see that, and there's still so much to explore in the Invincible universe, you know, and yeah, and yeah, that's gonna be my thoughts on Invincible. This wasn't. I don't know. Maybe when I listen to this again, I might be like, actually, that was pretty awesome. My thoughts, you know. But hopefully, I'll feel that way. But it's hard to properly express yourself sometimes, isn't it? Like, I really do love this show, and I really hope y'all really know the reasons I love this show. Okay. I'll give it, like I said, I'll give it a solid 9. I don't think it's perfect, but I could, right now, but I could see myself giving it a 10 in the future. Loved Omni-Man so much. I loved imagining myself in the main character's shoes and Omni-Man as John Cena. But yeah. Invincible Season 1. If you guys have seen Invincible Season 1, please let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed my thoughts, if you enjoyed your boys' thoughts, please let them know, because you're very much appreciated. Alright. And, yeah, WrestleMania Backlash should be tonight. And the day after, I'll be at the Thunderdome for Raw. So, yeah. Thank you guys. Peace out, y'all.